A tear in the capsular rhexis at any point during phacoemulsification always has a potential of going back up to the equator and then into the posterior capsule, resulting in a posterior capsular rupture. Now here's a case wherein at the end of nucleus management, upon removing of the instruments from the eye, I noticed a tear in the anterior capsule at the 8 o'clock position. Now when faced with a situation like this, here's how you can safely proceed with the rest of the case without resulting in a posterior capsular rupture. Let's see how this case was managed. Let's now watch this surgery. After introducing adequate viscoelastic in the eye, I start with the bimanual irrigation aspiration. I always remove the cortex from the area away from the tear to start with. At the end of the removal of that half of the cortex, while maintaining the irrigation in the eye, I perform a viscofluid exchange prior to removing the irrigation out of the eye. That is the first step that maintains the anterior chamber, preventing any shallowing and preventing any extension of the tear. I then swap hands and then, with absolute care and caution, being mindful of the torn flapping edge of the anterior capsule, which could accidentally be caught by the aspiration cannula, remove the rest of the cortex. Once I've completed the cortical aspiration, once more I perform a viscofluid exchange. We now get to the point of implantation of the IOL. The IOL implantation is also done in a careful manner. I try and make sure that dipping the trailing haptic and the rest of the optic into the capsular bag is never done in the area of the torn capsule, because that could also initiate the progression of the tear into the posterior capsule. We then move to the visco wash. Whilst performing the visco wash as well, make sure that you do not have any aggressive rock and roll movements, which I normally perform to remove the visco from behind the IOL. Once the cortex wash is completed, whilst maintaining the irrigation in the eye, I then perform a hydration of the left paracentesis incisions, followed by the hydration of the main incision, and only at the completion of this, watch how I remove the irrigation and quickly hydrate the right paracentesis incision. In this manner, I am able to safely proceed to complete the rest of the procedure without any risk of progression of the tear into the posterior capsule. I hope you found this video tutorial useful. Thank you.